the TCA paired with the honeycomb is like a match made in heaven. I still do enjoy using the TCA bundle, the throttle pack. At first I was a little bit on edge, not on edge, but at first I was a little bit on the fence about the throttles, but I actually really do like them. I like that there's a little clamping mechanism, so you can basically clamp it to anywhere, and I really do like the feel of the throttles. They feel like they've got some nice weight to them. So, yeah. No, wait a second. This is not about being able to hear the engines from the cockpit. People are complaining about the super quiet airflow and other sounds, plus crap outside sounds. Again, like I said, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, right? I'm not, for me, like, I'm a sound snob, I really am, but I also understand like the realisms of the sound and stuff. I think that the sounds are definitely underwhelming. Like the very first thing that I said, I am with everybody else. I do feel like the sound set is the weakest point of the airplane. But that being said, sounds are easy to fix. From a developer perspective, Leonardo can just go in and crank all the sounds and put everything loud, which is what I think developers should do. I think developers should go like that extra mile, make sounds extra loud, and then just allow us to adjust them, right? If it's too loud, hey, we can turn it down. Whereas in this aircraft, it seems like all of the sounds are too quiet, and we can't really put them up to the level that we would want them to be up to. I am by no means condoning that the sounds are good, or that I agree with a majority of what everybody has been saying about the sounds. I wish they were louder. I understand being on the forums, I understand what the developer's purpose. This airplane was extremely quiet to operate here in the flight deck. But that being said, I do 100% agree that we should have the option as the end user. We should have the option to turn up the sounds. If we want to have JT8Ds blasting in our ear up in the flight deck, we should be able to do that. I 100% agree. So, like I said, hopefully it gets resolved. Sounds are easy. This is an easy fix for a developer. This isn't a hard thing to do. Now that they've got the aircraft released and the systems seem to be there and everything seems to be working. Yeah. Do you have MS Realistic turned on? I don't, Schmitty. I have actually stopped using it, Schmitty. I noticed that it was causing some issues, and until they release the head movements and camera shake and stuff like that, I'm really not interested. So I don't even have it installed anymore. I uninstalled it when I came back from holiday. So Alaska Airlines was a launch customer of the MD-80, operated 22 MD-82s and 34 MD-83s from 1985 to 2008. That's actually pretty crazy. Thank you, Connor. I didn't know that. Up until 2008. That's wild. I don't ever remember seeing one. I don't know. That's weird. Does VATSIM use its own network still to see other aircraft, or does it built into Microsoft Multiplayer? They use their own network. It is their own network. Tanush, good to see you, man. Sorry I won't be able to renew my membership this month, but next month I will renew for sure. No worries at all, man. No worries at all. I totally get you there. So, without further ado, is there any bug to note to make this plane not worth buying at all, or is it all good? Well, like I said, the sounds, in my opinion, like everybody else has mentioned here this morning, sounds are definitely the biggest downfall of this aircraft. They're not terrible, but they're not good, and they're probably not up to par with what I think a lot of people would expect for 75 euros. It's an expensive airplane. Now, that being said, the flight model, the system depth, everything else is there 100%. So if they could just, maybe like I said, turn up the volumes just a little bit and kind of let us decide how loud we want things to be, I think that would be good. So in my opinion, the biggest downside is the sound set, but that's it. So if sounds really aren't your thing, that's fine. How's the cabin? Cabin is nice. It's there. It's good. 3D modeled. I mean, it looks good. It looks like a cabin. It looks like a, yeah. And then, of course, yes, we are going to get an FT Sim sound pack, 100%. I'm surprised he already hasn't made one for this aircraft. It's probably in the works. So sound packs will be available, and that's going to solve pretty much all the issues that we have. So, without further ado, my friends, let's not talk about sounds. Let's actually go and fly the airplane, shall we? Sitting on the ground here in Vegas, Alaska 437, service from Las Vegas to LAX. I think flight time today was scheduled at right about an hour. Not even. 44 minutes en route today to Los Angeles. So going to be a little bit longer than that. This is a extremely complex airplane, especially when you're doing single pilot. So bear with me. Let's jump inside the aircraft. Let's get this bad boy programmed, ready to rock and roll. And then we're heading into Los Angeles for the first flight today. Beautiful. First thing is first, let's go over to our electronic flight bag and let's turn this bad boy on. So we're going to hold this button for about 3 Mississippis. How do you make the flight progress bar in OBS? That is all done through... ooh, look, they've even got their own little thing. That's cool. It's the first livery that I've downloaded that has their own little Alaska Airlines on the EFB. I like that. Very cool. Sorry, to answer your question, it was how easy are FT sim packs to install? They all come with instructions, Nate, so you really can't mess it up. I mean, unless you can't read instructions. But what response curves and sensitivities do you use? So the only sensitivity that I've changed is the roll sensitivity. I just turned it up about double from what it was. Where was that question, though? Somebody asked a question and I missed it. Immersion Studios is working on a sound pack. They made sound packs for P3D as well. Okay, good. Overall, it's a great plane. How's the cabin? I got that one. What was the question that I was answering and I jumped inside? The lack of maintenance and extended intervals from flights and maintenance, 600 hours to 2,500 hours is what caused Alaska Airlines Flight 261 to crash. Got you. Okay. What response curves do I use? Yeah, nothing crazy. Pretty much default. Just switch them a little bit. I believe you can put your own background in the EFB like a captain logo. Yes, you can. I know that. Kevin, what's up, man? Flight progress bar. Yes, thank you. Exclamation point banner in chat if you'd like the instructions. I use Sim Toolkit Pro. So exclamation point banner in chat. Nightbot will provide you with a link directly to what I'm using and how to get that done. Thank you for the reminder. Monday. Thanks. All right, cool. So first thing is first. Let's go to the aircraft services. And we're going to go to ground, and we're going to get the GPU up and running. Wonderful. Let's go to the overhead. We're going to get the master battery switch on. You're going to hit it twice. You want to make sure that the line becomes horizontal, and you'll see all your systems running through its check. We're going to get the external power on, left side. Beautiful. Right side. Beautiful. Cool. We're on external power. That is all looking good and fine and dandy. Let's come all the way upstairs here. I'm going to get some panel brightness up on this guy. A little bit of floodlight up as well. Beautiful. Let's come down here. Same thing. I'm going to get some panel brightness up on this guy. Same thing down here. I'm going to get my panel brightness up on you. Good. That's all set. I like that. Sweet. Cool. Wonderful. Now that we've got external power on, we can continue with some of our flows upstairs. I'm going to arm my emergency exits. No smoking is on the on position. I'm going to get the seatbelts already over to the on position as well. And scrolling through here, we can get the windshield, anti-fog, and anti-ice on as well. You can leave those, set it, and forget it. Cool. That all looks good for now. Everything up here
getting
looks
it ready
good.
to like
Let's get our logo light on. We can see that we've got our yaw dampers in the on position.
You're late.
You can even like test your stall if you wanted to. So it's like cool I can do all that stuff.
Is that what it
that all
does?
looks good. I'm fine with all of that. That's all set. Bleed system's all in the off position. Ram air is off as well. Good. You can hit this guy standby on. I think you have to hit that once. And then you can flip it. And then you can flip it back down there. Primary. Cool. So that all looks good. Sweet. Let's come down here and let's start loading the aircraft, shall we, before we do anything else. So let's go to the weight and balance page. Wonderful. We're going to load up some weight and balances here. We are looking for a zero fuel weight today of 47.5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zero everything. Oh my goodness me. I'm just going to zero everything out right now, just because I want to start fresh with all that stuff. Okay, so I'm going to zero all that out. Fuel on today's flight, I'm not using the OFP, the sim brief. It did it okay, but it was a little bit weird yesterday. It wasn't exactly the weights and everything that it should have been, so we'll just leave it at that. Fuel for today's flight, we need 6,000. So I think what we can do is we're just going to put 3,000 in each. We'll put 3,000 in you. We'll empty the center tanks, and we'll put 3,000 in you as well, and that should be good. 6,000 kilos of fuel, that's what we need. Good. It's 59.89, so I'm not going to fight with that over 11 kilos, so that's good. Sweet. Fuel's on board today. Passengers, we are going to have 160 passengers on board today, so almost a full loaded aircraft. 2 missing from full. That's going to give us a zero fuel weight. Sorry, I messed that up. We don't need that. We need 120 passengers. Sorry, misread that. 120 passengers. Again, looking for a zero fuel weight of 48.5, so we're pretty much there. Just to make things laugh, we'll put that in there. There we go, 48.5, 25 kilos. So that's good. We've got 120 passengers, 45. You know what? I don't like these numbers. I'm going to go with like 49.5, which is going to make things a little bit easier. So let's put in 70 passengers. There we go. And then we can put in another 30 here. And that should bump that up. There we go. 49.5. So that's good. 130 passengers. I don't need the a little bit of cargo. 55 kilos of cargo.
Okay,
sure.
Take off into the
and a zero fuel weight of 49.5.
Do you
so
have
that's
your
good.
eyes set on the Just Flight BAE 146?
Yes and no.
Looking forward to the flight today.
Thank you, Adrian. Appreciate you, man. Just Flight was kind enough to send me the aircraft over. I don't know, man. As you can tell, I'm clearly on the fence. Here's the thing. I think it's a great airplane. For me personally, I feel like I would maybe fly that airplane like once or twice, and then that's it. And I'm being honest with you, I spent the money, I bought it myself, the Xplane version, and I think I ended up flying it for a week, and then I never touched it again. So, I truly believe it is a good airplane. Just for me personally, it's just not really up my alley as far as like aircraft that I fly. Now, that being said, like I said, they've been kind enough to send me over a copy of it, so I do have it. It's sitting in my email. I haven't even installed it into the simulator, so I do have the airplane. So I never want to say never, but for the time being, I think with the MD-80 coming out and me being a huge fan of this aircraft and the 737 releasing in like the next week or two, I think I'm finding it really hard pressed to find time to fly it. I also want to jump back in Xplane because there's some stuff that I want to do in Xplane as well within the next week or two. So yeah, right now, dude, it's just the worst time. Honestly, that's pretty much it. It's just like the worst timing. You know what I mean? It's not that I'm against the aircraft. It's just that there's a lot of other airplanes that I would rather fly, and I think for my style of flying and for my streaming style, it just makes more sense to fly these types of airplanes. But that being said, I really do think it's a great airplane. From everything that I've seen, I've watched a couple streams now, I've watched a couple videos
on behalf of cabin crew, I'd like to welcome you aboard our flight. As you find your seat, be sure to place your luggage and carry-on items in the overhead bins and smaller items underneath the seat in front of you. If you have trouble finding a location for any of your carry-on items, please use the flight attendant call button over your seat. Somebody will assist you. If the overhead bin is full, please make sure you close it as a courtesy to other passengers. Please double check that all your items are put away so that the aisle is clear and other passengers can make their way to their seats. If you're in an emergency exit row, please leave the exit seating responsibilities in the card in the seat back in front of you. If you're not able to comply with these actions, please let a flight attendant know. That way you can leave. You are free to use your portable electronic devices during the boarding process. We ask that larger electronic devices are stored once you depart the gate. Thank you and welcome aboard.
I find if you put the Airbus into like a 30 or a 35, like I said, never say never. So. No options for pounds. There is options for pounds, Mayday. You have to use the actual like launcher that comes with the aircraft, and you can change that. Sonny, good to see you, man. Hope all is well. Adrian, thank you for that $10 donation, man, as well. I hope I was able to
are we almost done boarding back there?
Perspective behind it, but thank you
We're
very
still
much.
boarding.
You just flew Address Custom FMC, their Xplane product. Yeah, they added that like a month or two after the release of the aircraft, like they said they would. No, they're fine, man. Just Flight is right on. They're on their word. They're not messing about. Okay, so we've got all of this. That looks good for our fuels and weights. We're sitting at 49.5. Good. We've got our trip fuel. Everything looks good there. Let's go ahead and back this guy back up here. We'll go to the weight and balance page. Oops, sorry. We'll go to the aircraft services page, and we'll go to the ground page, and we will start loading our aircraft. There we go. 130 passengers are loading up. Wonderful. Let's start programming the aircraft now, shall we? Let's come down here and let's get this bad boy programmed. Let's go to our pause init page. Sitting on the ground here in LAS Vegas. We'll throw that in there. Good. We'll grab our GNS position and we'll throw that into our route. And we'll go route page. Good. KLAS over to LAX. Beautiful. Love doing this flight. It's been a while since we've done this flight, believe it or not. So, good. We're going to leave that like that. Let's go to our departure page. We're going to go to LAS. We are planning the Radar 2. All these new departures out of here. Radar 2 via, I think we're doing 26 right is what we're planning for. 26 right, Radar 2, and we're going to take the black transition. Good. And we'll go ahead and route, activate, and execute that. Beautiful. From black, we're going direct to Shatner. Short routing today, of course. Shatner, SHTNR. Did they name this after William Shatner, the actor? Pretty sure this has to be like the waypoint after him. Wonder if it flies like right over his house or something like that. So they were nice enough to name the waypoint Shatner as it flies over his like mansion or compound. Go to the arrival page, go to index. LAX, we're going to go to our arrival page. We are going to be on the Angel 4 arrival from Shatner. And we're going to expect the ILS 25 left today. Good. and we don't have to put anything in here. We should be fine with that. We'll go ahead and execute that. Wonderful. Let's go to the legs page. We'll scroll through here. We're going to make sure that it's got everything all plugged in here. So from Shatner, let's make sure that we've got everything here. So from Shatner, which is going to be, where's Shatner? I thought Shatner was way up here. I thought we could see it. There's Shatner. Okay, so from Shatner, we're going to go direct to smash, Shatner smash to Gleason, sorry, should be to Sally, sorry, smash Sally, then to Gleason, then to Angel, then to Kane, then to Boyle, then, I'm just going to make sure that all looks good, then to Circus, then to Honda, which I believe all makes sense. From Circus, we'll populate that. From Circus, it should take us direct to Honda, whereas there's Circus. Well, we're missing a couple, but that's fine. You know what? We could probably do this. Let me check. Let me try and do this properly. Index, we'll go to our rival. So Angel 4, and I'm going to plug in the
We're ready to go when you are.
And Angel 4, and we'll do it via Shatner. And then
good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard flight 1733 for service to Los Angeles.
So let's
Our
see,
flight time will be roughly 39 minutes. Now that the cabin door is closed, please make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your large devices are now shut down and stowed. Please fasten your seatbelt and make sure that all tray tables and seat backs are in a full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew, prepare cabin for departure.
Gate, Honda, GG, and then down into 22 left. Sorry, 25 left. Cool, so we've got all of that. I'm happy with that. That is all set and fine and dandy. Beautiful. Let's populate this guy. It's going to be our takeoff page. Good. Let's come over here and let's start calculating some stuff as well. Let's go to our performance tab. Airport, sitting on the ground, obviously KLAS. We'll insert that. We are taking runway 26 right for departure. Runway conditions are dry. Flaps, we're going to go with, let's go with a flap. Let's go 11 today. Winds, we're going to have to get the METAR pulled up here. The favorite waypoint, nice. Yes, we'll grab that up here. IRL, Vegas is departing 1. Really? Schmitty? Would they be departing on 1s? What's the wind? Hold on. Let's see what they're doing here. Winds are calm. I'm just going to go with 2.6. I saw a bunch of departures out of 2.6 as well, so I think we're going to be doing that one. So winds are calm, so it really doesn't matter what we do, to be honest with you. I think that's fine. 29er, 9er, 5 on the altimeter, so go ahead and throw that in there. Whoa! QA pilot, my friend. Hey, how are you? I was watching your, what was I watching? I was watching a video of yours. I was eating my dinner the other day, and of course I was on the smart TV going through YouTube, and one of your videos came up. I can't remember exactly which one it was.
Always a pleasure watching your streams.
Well, thank you very much,
my friend.
I appreciate that, QA. Huge snow floaties to you guys. I don't think he needs an introduction here on the channel, but if you haven't, please head over to QA channel. Probably one of the best tutorials, one of the best how-to, one of the best configuring YouTubers and flight sim people that I've ever met. I watch his videos all the time. I use his videos all the time as a standard of how I should be doing my videos. So thank you, QA. Huge snow floaties to you, my friend. Thank you very much for the support of the channel. I hope you are doing well. Good to see you here, and I hope you're enjoying the MD-80 as well. I know that you probably have this airplane. I feel like this is right up your alley as far as flying this airplane. So if you haven't already, hopefully I can convince you to purchase this bad boy. And it's I've had a lot of fun flying it. It's definitely a workload, heavy workload. But I think coming from you've also done plenty of videos in the Rotate MD-80, so you know what it's like flying this bad boy. C2A.
Good thing that we're not in the American bare metal livery.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
Underway on the tarmac because the captain doesn't have the ground AC unit hooked up.
Sorry.
Make sure we all wave to Smitty when we turn out west.
Huge snow floaties to you, my friend. Yes, everybody wave to Schmitty.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
I appreciate you. Huge snow floaties to you. All right. And then we've got our takeoff weights. So, very simple. We know what we are. We're 49.5. We have that from our last page. We'll put 49.5. We'll populate that. So, just to go over things here quickly. Airport LAS, departure 26 right. Conditions are dry. Flaps 11. We have no winds. QNH is 29 or 9 or 5. Outside air temperature is 20 degrees. Anti-ice will be off. packs will be on. We can hit the calculate button. That's going to give us our speeds as well as our selected temperatures. So flaps 11 today. It looks like it wants us to do a flex temp or a EPR temp of 50 degrees. And then we've got our V speeds 19, 25, 34. We are quite light compared to yesterday, going with almost 12,000 kilograms of fuel down to St. Martin for our 2.5-hour flight. So it's absolutely crazy. So 119.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Here. Cool. So let's go to our init page, and we can go to the, well, I guess we can plug in this page as well. So might as well get this all set up. 49.5 on the zero fuel weight. Good. What did I say we had on fuel? I can just check right here. We had 6,000. So I'm going to put 6/N in here, and that's going to manual that out. That's going to give us our gross weight of 55.5. Good. I think we were like 60-something, 66-something. So reserve fuel today, I believe we're planning for 2.4. We'll populate that. Good. Cost index, I'm not even going to touch that. 35 is perfectly fine for me. Cruise level today, it wants us at 30,000 feet. I feel like that's a little bit ambitious. We'll find out.
Connected and bypass in and survey. Release parking brake.
Letting me know that we are fully boarded and ready to go. While we're doing that, actually, while we're setting up the rest of the FMC, let's spool up the APU, shall we? 1, 2, and 3. Good. And we're going to get the fuel pumps on, as you do need your fuel pumps. You don't need center pumps, just the lefts and rights. You do need fuel pumps, and otherwise the APU will not turn on. Winds up at cruise are going to be 283 at 26, 283 at 26. We'll go ahead and populate that in here. ISA deviation was +6. I'm sure that's going to change quite a lot as the afternoon continues on here. Still very early in Vegas. What is it, 9:30? Yeah, 8:30 or 9:30. I think it's 9:30. Yeah, 9:30. That's on good transition altitude, 18,000 feet. We are in North America like normal, and we can hit our takeoff page. Beautiful. Now we can select our numbers. It was 19, 25, 34. 119, 124, 135. Good, and we'll plug that in there, and looking real good. We'll just confirm those numbers. 134, sorry, I botched those numbers. 125, 134. Monday medicine. All right, cool. We've got all those numbers in there. That looks good. I can hear the APU on and available, so I'm going to grab the APU generator, left side and right side. We're going to flip this guy over to the APU gen as well. Our bus ties. Let's get the air conditioning to the on position, and that all looks good to me. I'm happy with that.
Hey,
we can
Cap,
get the
happy
external
Monday.
power. Hey,
how is the Mad Dog treating you?
good. Maverick, huge no floaties to you, dropping the 5 bomb. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. Really do appreciate you, Mav, as well, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Huge no floaties. Did I miss another donation? We had Q8s, and I think that's okay, good. Huge no floaties to you, Mav. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Appreciate you, man, as always. Thank you, thank you. Seat 2A, that's it. We had Seat 2A's donation of $3. Thank you very much, Seat 2A, as well. We're all burning up here on the tarmac. I know. You know what I could have done here to keep us a little bit more sane was get the hydraulic pumps on, and then we could at least close that back door so we're not out here baking in the sun. Let me go to aircraft services, aft stairs. There you go. Let me close that so we're not all baking out in the sun. GPU can get removed as well. We are sitting on APU power. We do have APU bleed pressure. APU air condo is on, and everything's looking good. Packs and systems are all off for now. AC volt and DC is on APU. We've got the APU generators online. Everything's looking good. I think we're ready to rock and roll here, friends. I think we're good for pushback. So let's set up a couple more things here. No ATC online today, so we're just going to bump this guy up to 30,000 feet. Good. And with that, we're going to go heading mode of 260, I think is going to be for departure, 263 or something like that. And I'm going to set my vert speed at 2,000 feet per minute. That's going to be my initial climb. We need V2 plus 10, so 144 on the speed here. Looking good. All right, cool. With all of that, I'm set. I'm happy. Close view. Let's go ahead and start the pushback. Come up over here. I'm going to remove the jetway, and I'm going to go to pushback, and I'm going to pre-plan pushback. Is the laptop on the side only for mods available? What do you mean, Phoenix? I'm not quite sure if I understand that question. I'm sorry. I'm just going to go straight push right here, guys, and then we're going to make a right turn out of there. So we'll enter that in there. Good. And we'll request our pushback. Beautiful. I'll close him. We can populate this guy. Good. We can set our takeoff flex, and then we're going to put that to 50, which is going to be our takeoff flex today. Good. We can set our V speeds in here. Good. And we can get the flight directors on left and right side. We can pull that. So we've got heading select and we've got vertical speed. So that's perfect. So again, with this airplane, you don't want to put it on nav mode right away. Average Beaver, 2 months. Thanks, dude. Appreciate your support, man. As always, huge no floaties to you. Thank you very much for supporting the channel, man. That's extremely kind. So you never want to put it onto nav mode right off the runway. So what we're going to do is we're going to plug in 260 on the heading mode, and then you can always pull that. It's going to be heading select, and then we've got vert speed. And then what you can do is afterwards you can throw it on nav. You can arm nav, I think. You can arm nav. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I don't know. I think you can arm nav and you're good on that. And what that will do is above a certain altitude, it'll engage the nav mode. Park brakes coming off. Let's make sure we've got our position lights and anti-collision lights on, as we're going to be moving here in a second. And here we go. Any second. Swiss Air was the launch customer of the entire MD-80 series, the MD-81. Cool. Thank you, Colin. All this wonderful MD-80 information this morning. Cool. There we go. Pushback has commenced. We have started. Let's go ahead and head upstairs. Let's get our start system to B. We used A yesterday, so we'll use B today. We'll make sure that the start pump is on, and we'll go ahead and spool engine number 2. One last thing, make sure your pneumatic valves are closed, and then you'll hear the engine start. As soon as those are closed, you're good to go. I think you used 0 fuel weight instead of gross weight for the speed calculation. Nope, you put your 0 fuel weight and then your fuel on board, and that gives you your gross weight. You can see gross weight of 55.5, which all turns out, because if you see down here, it's saying gross weight of 56. So we're real close. There's 20%. We'll introduce fuel. It should be gross weight or takeoff weight. So again, Camille, so what you do is on the index, on the performance tab, what you do is you plug in your 0 fuel weight, 49.5, and then you put your fuel sched. So we have 6,000 kilos of fuel. So you put your 6,000 kilos of fuel in there, and that will give you your gross weight of 55.5. Again, if you come down here, you can see that we've got actual tow. So right now it's saying we're sitting at 5,600. So 500 kilos off. Now this is just your takeoff. This goes in increments of 5,000 or 500 kilos. So this won't change. You can see our MTOW of 67.8. Everything should be fine. In the tablet, you mean? What do you mean in the tablet? So in the tablet, you put your 0 fuel weight. So when you go to the performance tab, takeoff weight. So you're going to put your, as far as I remember, you put your 0 fuel weight in here as far as takeoff weight. But you might be right. We can check and see if those numbers make more sense. We can put 55.5. I see what you're saying now. Instead of putting your 0 fuel weight, I should be putting my gross weight. Let's see how much that calculate changes things here. Quite a bit, actually. So, okay, thank you for that. That might actually be more correct. So those numbers look a little bit more realistic. Oh no, you do put your takeoff weight there? Okay, so it's not, so hold on. So takeoff weight is my gross weight, correct? That is takeoff weight. Sorry for the million questions. Park brake is on. The cabin crew is saying, hey, can we get the hell out of here? We're ready, thanks. Okay, so we've got engine number 2, good, and let's go ahead and spool up engine number 1. We'll put that in there. Takeoff is the weights and balances page. Tow is gross weight, okay. So that's what we want then, right? Is that what you're saying? Takeoff weight is gross weight, yes, got you, thank you. Okay, so we're good with that number, so that makes a little bit more sense. Thank you, whoever pointed that one out. We'll introduce fuel to engine number 1, and then let's plug in some of these numbers again. So 28, 33, 42. So it's quite a difference. 128, what did I say? 128, 133, 142. 133 and 142. So quite a difference here in the V speeds, actually. And if we confirm here, they kind of do match up. If you see here, it's given us 127, 132, 141. So pretty damn accurate for what we should be doing on V-speed. So good catch. Thank you for that, whoever found that. Who was that? That was Camille. Good job, Camille. That's awesome, man. Okay, it looks like 2 separate systems to calculate it. Yeah, got you. Cool, sweet. We've got 2 good engines. let's head upstairs. Let's finish the rest of our flows. Let's go ahead and close the flight deck door. We will go ahead and get the
starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Start pump off. We've got 2 good engines, so APU generator can come off, APU can go off, APU bleed can go off, pack system over to auto so we don't die, engine mode selector or start switch off as well. We'll get the pitot static heat on to captain, and with all of that, we should be good. Now we can set our flaps, so we'll go ground spoilers armed, auto brake, RTO,
Ladies and gentlemen,
arm.
please direct your attention to the screen for an important safety demonstration. Thank you for flying with us.
For departure.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. At this time, I'd like to direct your attention to the video
I didn't even see
monitors
those people.
for
I had
an
no clue that
important
there was people
safety
flying with us. Interesting. All right. We can live on the edge and guess our takeoff config.
Welcome aboard. So before we depart, we'll be showing a brief safety presentation. This information can help you if there's an emergency, so it's important to pay close attention. Even if you are
All carry-on items should now be stored securely. Your mobile phones and other electronic devices should be turned off. Once airborne, we'll let you know when you can use approved electronic devices. But note that some items, such as phones, may not be used in flight at any time. You'll find a list of approved electronic devices in the in-flight information section of Sky Magazine. As you leave the gate, make sure your seatbelt is fastened. To fasten, insert the metal tip into the buckle and adjust the strap so it's low and tight across your lap. To release the belt, just lift the top of the buckle or press the latch to release. Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. And even if the sign is off, you should keep your seatbelt fastened in case we experience unexpected rough air. For everyone's safety, federal regulations require all passengers to comply with the posted placards and lighted signs located throughout the cabin, as well as any crew member instructions. Cannot smoke. I'm so sorry. Smoking is not allowed on any Delta flight.
Stand by.
All exits are clearly marked with an exit sign. However, if there is a loss of power and cabin visibility is reduced, white emergency lights near the floor will lead you to red lights, which indicate an exit. Please take a moment to find the exits closest to you, and remember, they might be behind you. Now, before we take off, be sure your seat is upright and locked, your tray table is put away, and all carry-on items are properly stowed. As we come to the cabin for our final safety checks, please let us know if you have any questions. And finally, now would be a good time for everyone to review the safety information card, which is in your seat pocket.
Thanks for your attention. Enjoy your flight.
So it's disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a good flight.
Cool. That looks good. I'm happy with that. Wonderful. Looking good, my friends. We're going to go EPR limit. We've got takeoff selected. Cool. Feel so small with all these guys taxiing behind. Which scenery do I use for LAX? Just the default, man. You can put exclamation point scenery in chat. That should populate everything for you. Would you recommend this plane? If you're looking for something a little bit different than an A320 or a 737, for sure. If you're looking for something around those lines, I would say probably not. This aircraft is quite a bit to handle, especially doing single pilot. It's quite a bit. Like the workload. You might know this, but if you hit the white thing next to the trim, and it will trim faster for your takeoff trim. The white oh, this one right here. Okay, no. Hit that down. Driving video with all your settings? No, my settings are pretty simple, man. High-end preset, clouds on ultra. That is my settings. High-end preset, clouds on ultra. Scuba turns on the 7.3 are so sexy. I agree. Yeah. Can anyone answer this? When I'm swapping between various custom views, there's a setting I can change to swap between the views instantly instead of flying animation? I don't think so, Sue. I don't think so, man. No. What tutorial did you watch for AIG? My update tab at the top next to the flight plans doesn't show, so I can't log into AIG. I actually had a friend help me do that. No Fly Tampa scenery? This is Fly Tampa. He was asking for Los Angeles. Los Angeles doesn't have Fly Tampa. Los Angeles is just So you got left on Charlie. Looks like we got a bunch of aircraft here. A bunch of us flying today. Make sure ART switches off. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I was waiting until we get a little bit closer, but you know what? There's no point. We might as well just flip it off now. And actually, I'm going to take a flex of, I'm going to use like 40. I feel like 50 is a little bit much. Oh my goodness. Well, we might as well get in line with all these guys. There's scenery for LAX from field air, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, but there's no point in that, man. The default scenery is just plenty fine enough. What's the ART switch? Stands for auto... I'm not quite sure. It's something to do with you can hit the toga button and it's set properly.
I apologize for the inconvenience, but we are diverting to Jackson Hole. The weather is much better there anyways, I think.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Oh, dog, how are you, my friend? Good to see you, dude. Yes, I need to, we need to fly in. We've had it for a while and we haven't. We should take a Delta MD into there. That would be fun. As soon as we get like some Salt Lake scenery too. Oh, dog, that'd be awesome. Thank you for the 5 bones, oh, dog. Appreciate you, my friend. Huge no floaties too. Thank you, man. It's extremely good. The Trans-Canada Retro livery, yeah. Alaska's departing. Jacob, what's up, man? Thanks so much for the $1 donation. Appreciate you, dude. Handcrafted at Sobo Airport's 8 frames for breakfast. They do. Yeah, they do. Definitely not denying that. But it's LAX. No matter what, I feel like we're going to be eating frames, right? What does it do if you don't deactivate it? You cannot set, like it doesn't give you an EPR limit. So you see how right here we've got an EPR limit, so the engines know that they need to spool to 1.90 on the EPR limit. If we turn it off, there's no EPR limit. It doesn't give it to you there. So you always want to have it on. And then you turn it back off. You turn it off for departure, and then you turn it back on. Why am I an A320 on your screen? You're a 737. No clue, man. Did you log in maybe differently? I don't know. These users are awesome. Can't believe yet this is Microsoft Flight Sim. Yeah, beautiful, man. I agree. Jacob, thanks so much for $1, man. Appreciate you, dude. As always. Huge no floaties. Thank you. Because you can't use ART when you're using
646, taking off from the 25. Right.
Is everybody in this line going to LA?
That's mostly just traffic. Alaska's on 0.
This is on right with other players. Yes, this is called that sim. You can put exclamation point for that sim in chat if you're curious. You're taking this bird from Seattle to Anchorage. That's a great flight as well, man. Yeah. So basically ignores your flex temp then, am I right? If you don't have it turned off, it will ignore it. If you have it turned, if you have it turned off like we do now, it will not ignore it. If you have it turned on or auto, it will ignore it. It's been a long time since I've watched your streams. Glad to be back. Dolphin, welcome back, man. Sin City Simulations, 42 months. Thank you for the support, my friend. I appreciate you as always. I hope you're doing well, man. Good to see you back, dude. I hope you're enjoying your car as well. I think last time we spoke, you were telling me about your WRX you picked up. I did a quick departure from Alpha 2. Everyone followed. That's hilarious. Nice. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I'm going to take this full length, to be honest with you. I think I need full length on this old bird, but... Cameron, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope all is well. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you being here. Reverse thrust is compatible with the throttle quadrant. It is, but you have to program a button to it. Yeah. Kiki new blog channel for that, man. Just please don't ever say anything like that ever in my channel again. Just no. Do not support that type of stuff. Sorry, man. Just don't post that in here again. So IRL, they turn it off when they're doing flex takeoffs, I believe. I believe so. Captain Goofy, I don't know. We'd have to ask. But the car's doing well. Just putting some new wheels on her. Hope all's well with you. Nice. Good to see you, dude.
Just checking if the lady can say the most difficult word in French, grenouille.
Grenouille. She failed it. She failed it. Huge no floaties to you, my friend. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. $20 donation from Tebow. Thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate the support as always. That's extremely kind of you, man. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. Appreciate you. Thank you. You know what? We could probably take this departure as well at Alpha 2. Where, let's look at the chart here. Oh, no, we're fine at Alpha 2. Yeah, it's not even...
I'm also use traffic loss coming through. It is taking off at 26 left. Oscar traffic.
Hey, what's the mic boom and arm that I have? Good question. I don't know, but it was an expensive one. I know that. I spoke to many people that had boom arms, and they were like, don't buy a cheap one because that shit is under pressure, and that'll just go and fling your stuff around. So I know it's a good one. I'm not quite sure what it's called exactly. I'd have to look at the box. The box is somewhere, but IRL is 100% off during flex takeoffs. There you go. Very cool. I noticed that these old engines have exhaust trails in the sim. They do. Yep, they do. It's a Shure SM7B and a road arm. Probably that makes sense as it's got the road stickers on here. I probably have it up somewhere, to be honest with you. I'll be on tower when you get here, sir. Where, LAX? Nice. Does Kai-Tak visual approach still exist? No. The Kai-Tak airport has been like turned into a bunch of apartment buildings now. Was there in the MD? Got you. Yes, I do remember that. A C terminal, is that what it is? How much would you say that you spent to buy every, because I'm planning on getting the game with the controls? A lot of money, man. A lot of money. Flight sims are one of those things where I don't think you could ever, like, own everything. Every day there's new stuff coming out. Albeit sceneries, aircraft, there's just every day, man. Every day there's new stuff coming out. Isn't Kai-Tak a ship dock? I think so it is now. It's like a marina, and there's like apartment buildings on it and stuff. External camera is drone camera? Yes. I believe that this plane was very underrated, and it may change now. On the MD-80 for rotate for Xplane myself, and it's great to handle. It is, yeah. I hope this brings a new light, if you will, to this aircraft. I think it's an amazing airplane. I've been thoroughly enjoying it. The more and more I fly it, the more and more I learn about it, you know, so. Flying is expensive, virtual flying too. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, man. Yeah, and you have to remember, like, Flight Sim is a very niche and small community, so when you add that to that, you know, that definitely contributes to the price of add-ons. When I was little, you landed at Kai-Tak instead of obsessed with planes. Very cool. So is this plane an actual MD-82 or is it a DC-9? I feel like I heard the MD-82 is interchangeable with other models. I believe this is an MD-82. This is the McDonnell Douglas version of it. Good thing with Microsoft Flight Simulator is, though, a lot of default airports are pretty good, and there's so much freeware. Yes, there is a ton of freeware. I will say that. It's even in Xplane, man, the amount of freeware stuff is quite awesome. There's quite a lot. Yeah, I agree, Matthew. It is beautiful, man. It is a beautiful airplane. That is for sure. We changed the sensitivity to 0 and it handled a lot better. I haven't had any issues with handling, to be honest with you. I did tweak some in like in the Leonardo, I forget what it's called, but the little thing that comes with it. There's like a little add-on, like a central, if you will, like a little. I don't even know what it's called, but. An MD-82 is a DC-9? Oh, well, there you go. Just don't let, oh, you guys are talking, sorry. Load manager, there you go. The roll is stiff. Yeah, it is extremely stiff. I actually fixed it. It's not so stiff anymore. I did that yesterday. And fixed it, so it feels pretty good to me. Where that Delta 321 is, you've got lots of time, man. You can go, dude. We need about 2 minutes separation, not 5 minute. 2 minute separation is perfectly fine. Is that going? I was just, yeah, I was watching the stream, so I was just giving him a heads up. 2 minutes is plenty of time, especially in those big jets. Everybody should be at the same altitude, the same speed.
That's alright, good luck.
MC6, right? Punch south. That's alright, good luck.
They had runway stripes to the YYZ airport Microsoft Flight Sim? I don't know. 1.1, so I'm honestly not sure. Is there a controller on?
Mega traffic Southwest 2823, taxiing runway 1 right via Bravo, Delta. We'll be holding short at runway 26 right at Delta, Mega traffic.
This is
also a reminder that you need to use seatbelt fasten throughout the duration of the flight. Do not form a line near the lavatory. This aircraft is equipped with onboard Wi-Fi. If you wish to connect to the Wi-Fi, you will be required to pay a small fee. We will offer complimentary in-flight communication to our partners. Connect to the Wi-Fi to find out more information. flight, we will not be able to offer in-flight service. Please let us know if there's anything we can do to make your flight more enjoyable and fuel efficient. Off the fasten seatbelt sign. You now get up and move around the cabin. However, we ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened when you sleep, because unexpected circumstances. now on.
Today.
Wi-Fi-related tasks, so any larger electronics.
That's our spare wing 803. I can give you a right 360 to establish again if you want.
ILS, just like that. Get our slats extended. I'll manage our speed. 370.
Tower hello, Alaska 437, ILS 25 left.
I'm actually going to plug in 190 for now.
Alaska 437, hello, launch control tower, winds 240 at 6, runway 25 left. Clear to land, you're following company traffic on a 5 mile run. 5 left, clear to land, Alaska 437, thanks. Alaska 437, if able, do me a favor, slow down your minimum approach speeds for it. I'm down for minimum approach speed, not a problem, Alaska 437. 726, contact Los Angeles Center 135.55, so long. Just 135, decimal 55, thanks for well today, reading it to Losses, take care, bye-bye. You're welcome.
This is all the way down. Approach speed, which was 126. Let's go ahead and throw the gear out.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Los Angeles. The local time is 10:40 a.m. and it's currently about 63 degrees Fahrenheit. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins as items may have shifted during the flight.
LA Tower bearing 1570, short of Charlie at Charlie 7, ready for taxi with Alpha. Wings 1570, come out, make a left turn on Bravo, go all the way down to Bravo 1, hold short runway 25 right. Turn on Bravo, all the way down to Bravo 1, and we'll hold short, bearing 1570. Headed at 777, where are you going into the ramp at, sir?
Left turn on Bravo, all the way down to Bravo 1, and we'll hold short.
And there's 170, we can go
Up to
fast.
1733, cross runway 24 left, make a left on Echo, go all the way down to Terminal 2.
1730
marker.
Left, make a left on Echo, go all the way down to Terminal 2.
I'm going to remove the auto throttle.
Cross 24 left, take left on Echo, we'll go to Terminal 3 Echo, and off the Terminal.
Make sure that our ground spoiler, medium auto brake. Cool. Look good. Stabilizer motion. My airplane. Enjoy the arrival, friends. That was a beat. Daniel, thanks so much, man. First class membership. Huge show floaties to you, Dan. Thank you very much for supporting the channel, man. It's extremely kind. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you.
Okay, 777, no delay when able, exit runway right.
Good. He's on short final. I feel a go around, but I'm not quite sure. If we can get off the runway.
777, no delay when able, exit runway right.
Let's see.
Good morning, LA Tower, Southwest 2803 on the ILS at 24 right. Southwest 2803, Los Angeles Tower, winds 240 at 6, runway 24 right, clear to land. Runway 24 right, clear to land, Southwest 2803.
Not sure what happened there. Is it a weather update or something?
Canada 777, no delay, get off the runway, exit right. Yeah, I got you there. Now come down to hotel, make a right on Juliet, cross runway T5 right, make a right on Bravo, left on Charlie 9.
Right on
Passing Juliet and Bravo.
Oscar 437, welcome to Los Angeles, sir. Are you going with everybody else? Working for Charlie 8, I believe, yes. Oscar 437. Oscar 437, when able, exit one way right, and I'll try to get you in there as fast as I can. We'll exit the runway
In reverse.
That's the 73, going to 5 right.
Yeah, that's fine. Cross runway 25 right, make a right on Bravo on the other side, and then left on Charlie 9.
Hey!
Cross 25 right, right on Bravo.
LA Center, Exit 951, Ornav, Zulu, runway 25 left. Check jet 951, Los Angeles Tower, winds 240 at 6, runway 25 left, clear to land.
Welcome.
Clear to land 25 left, Exit jet 951.
The recorder didn't work. I was fighting to try and get the recorder going. Unfortunately, we're not going to have
Alaska 437, hotel right on Juliet. You're going to follow the A320 and then make a right on Bravo, make a left on Charlie 8, go right into the ramp, sir. Thank you for flying in. Juliet Charlie will follow the Air Canada and into Charlie 8, and we'll see you soon for the departure ready here. Alaska 437, thanks. No problem. Captain's following the Canadian. Never thought I'd be able to say that one.
Cool.
Alaska 1570, runway 25 right at Bravo 1, line up and wait, traffic stopping, crossing downfield, I'll get you airborne as soon as you can pass.
70, runway 25 right at Bravo 1, line
up and wait, 25 right, bearings 1570.
Wing lights get them off, nose light to dim, landing lights
Tower,
to
good F2A, Delta 1338 on FQ4 right.
Not a bad landing.
Delta 1338, Los Angeles Tower, winds 240 at 6, runway 24 right, number 2, clear to land, traffic's only 5 mile final. 24 right, clear to land, number 2, 1338.
Right, number 2, and 5 mile final.
This guy. Alright. You guys didn't hear a clearance? He gave me clearance way before, guys. He cleared me to land at about, as soon as we contacted him.
Spirit Wings 1570, winds 240 at 6, RNAV Docker, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
Wow.
Docker, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff, Spirit Wings 1570.
Yeah, he cleared us to land almost immediately when we contacted him. I was very surprised.
Jet 951, you're going to the GA ramp, correct? As affirmative, we mark at signature exit jet 951.
Jet 951, you're going to the GA ramp.
APU gens are on. APU bleed is on.
We mark at signature exit jet 951.
I want to send it Charlie 8. Is the FPS bad at YYZ? No, I get pretty decent FPS. For some reason, this one, like whenever I look around, I get terrible. Like as soon as I look to left, 24 FPS. It's the actual terminal itself. It's just not. Again, somebody was mentioning it, like handcrafted airports for Microsoft Flight Simulator just destroy your FPS. It's very true. I'm also having FPS used on the ground since Sim Update 9. Yeah, they've said that they're working on it. But Igor, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. How are you? Hope all is well. All right, let's get the nose light off. We'll stop the chrono here as well. What was the flight time on that? 45 minutes. Wow. Such a crazy short flight, but such an eventful flight. There's always so much going on. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. And get our train radar off here as well.
Spirit Wings 1570, contact Los Angeles Center 135.55.
And we can pretty much take any one of these ones.
Center 135.55, Spirit 1570.
There's the Air Canada that was flying with us. When are we going to fly into Seattle? I don't know. Good question. I really don't know, man. Sorry. We landed with a little bit more fuel. We're supposed to have 3.2. We have 3.5. It's not bad. Alright, let's take this gate here, whatever this is. Bravo or something. 65 Alpha. Sure. 65 Alpha. That's the one for us. So it's doing that thing again where it kind of wants to stop. Flight time fairly loud, proper stretching. Half a stretch. We do another leg, yeah, we're going back to Las Vegas at nighttime. We're going to pretend that we spent the day here in Los Angeles. We all had a great day. Spent the day here, now we're nighttime. jetway should be connecting. How's the park job? We're getting real good on parking this bad boy too. We just take a second to take that all in right there. No guidance system, nothing, and we're about wow, no, 2-3 inches from the chalk line. Not bad, friends. We're getting good. We're getting good at it. Sweet. Sounds need some work. Yes, they're landing 1s and 2-6 right today. I don't know what I want to do. Probably 1 Schmitty, because we could actually land into the city. I don't know. I guess we're going to be with LA. LA Center is going to cover LAS, Vegas, I think. So, yeah. Peak up your track air sensor above the monitor. I'm interested in the system, but I'm worried that my large monitor won't allow it due to the sensor placement. It is above my monitor. It sits on it, and it's about this high, I would say. Yeah, about that high when I'm sitting at my chair. It works pretty well though, and the monitor, the actual little the little camera itself is like, you can pretty much bend it either way. You can have it pointing down, you can have it pointing up. So it's as long as these things look at it evenly, you'll be fine. So you guys, thanks for supporting. I appreciate you. Thanks for being a member. Thank you. So there we go, friends. First flight in the works. What was the landing rate? What did it give us? 140 something? What did it say? 146, 143. Nice landing. I'm happy with that one. That was real smooth, real nice in the touchdown markers. Speed got a little bit away from us there. Something happened on short final. I don't know if the weather updated or something, but it's almost like we bumped up in altitude. It was a little bit weird, a little bit of a weird one, but that's fine. But anyways, beautiful first flight. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. Unfortunately, there is no replay. The replay tool seems to be working a little bit weird. So, yeah, awesome first flight. I'm going to throw the tunes on. I'm going to reload the simulator, and then we're going to jump for our nighttime flights. This one's going to be real fun. You're going to want to stick around for this one. We're going to do our nighttime flight back into Vegas. So we're going to depart with the sun setting, land in Vegas when the sun is set. We've got ATC, so it should be awesome. Enjoy the break. I will be back in about 5 or 10 minutes, guys. All right, and my friends, welcome back inside the simulator. Hopefully that break didn't take too long. And we're ready to rock and roll back into LAS. Not LAX, LAS. Just as that sun is setting. I actually want to, just going to change that here by take off a couple minutes. Should be good right about there. I want to depart just as that sun is setting. So, sweet. Welcome back inside the sim. We're heading back into Las Vegas. Should be a wonderful flight. Couple things that I just want to make sure I've got set up here. Let's make sure that this is set here, looking good. And LRM, make fun of me if I do a bad landing. All right, sweet. So back on the VetSim network. Let's jump inside the aircraft, get this bad boy programmed, ready to rock and roll back into Las Vegas for the flight. So first thing is first, let's come over here. We're going to get our electronic flight bag turned on. Wonderful. George, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Let's go to our aircraft services. We're going to go to the ground, and we're going to get the GPU on and available. Good. Let's go upstairs. Let's get the master battery switch on. Good. And we'll get the external power on as well. Left side.
Autopilot.
And right side.
Autopilot.
Beautiful. Let's get some panel brightness up here. Good. Floodlights can come up here just a little bit as well. That's good. Armor emergency lights. No smoking and seatbelts to the on position. Anti-fog and anti-ice on the windshield on. And we're looking good for now. Let's go spend some time here on the electronic flight bag. We're going to go to the performance tab. Sorry, we're going to go to the
maintain 5,000. Expect flight level 2605 minutes after departure. Departure is with SoCal approach on 124.5, squawk 7171.
Orca 5, dispatcher, initial climb 5,000. Expect 260 in about 6 minutes out of departure. Squawk 7171.
Feedback, correct. Push and starts at your discretion. Call me holding shore, or call me if you need to push onto Charlie.
Will do.
Delta 1338, ready to go. Delta 1338, RNAV Delray, winds 240 at 8, runway 24, left, clear for takeoff. Alright, clear for takeoff, 2 for left, 1338.
Flight 102, request pushback.
Flight 102, you're on the ramp. I don't need for you to push and start. That's at your discretion. Call me holding short of taxiway Echo and expect runway 24 left for departure.
Yeah, left for the taxi, flight 102.
Point.
Another 2156, I think I figured it out. I was testing all the arrivals and the Cap C6 seems to be the only one with the mice in transition, so I think we're going to take that.
KLAX, enter that.
Still have your PDC, right?
Oops, we wanted 25 right. I did it again. 25 right.
I did not get a PDC yet. I only got the IF. Oh, I just didn't pop up after refreshing. I got it.
Are going out of the, let's update the weather here. Latam, sorry my friend, what's up?
Delta 1338, contact SoCal approach 124.5, someone.
315, that's 1338, thank you, have a go.
Good one.
Hey, got board. I see my reversers on Simbri flight plan. Reserves? If you're looking at your flight plan, scroll down here, you're going to get your fuel burn. So here's your EFOB, estimated fuel on board.
Yeah, I got the PDC, but that is that's just another IFR clearance.
Board. If you scroll all the way down, you'll get this number at the end of your flight plan, which means you can see here, it's averaging that we're going to have 4,000 kilos. I put 3.5. You're going to have 4,000, and then you're going to plan to burn is 2.9. So it always shows you that. So EFOB, estimated fuel on board, and P-burn, that stands for your, I believe, what you're planning on burning. That's where I get the information from. Winds are going to be, after leaving Get Pizza, can I watch? Is that okay? Of course. Yep. 240 at 8. That's going to be good. 240 at 8. Good. And we'll insert that. QNH is 3000. So we'll insert that. Good. Outside air temperature was 18 degrees. Good. Anti-ice will be off. Packs will be on. And what was it? 56.2 is what we want here. So 56.2, and we'll enter that, and we'll calculate that. It's going to give us our V speeds. I'm not going to use it. I'm going to use a 40. Should be fine with the select temp, but that's fine. And that's good. Everything looks good there. We've got our V speeds 29, 34, 43. So we can punch all that information in now. So 129. And if we populate this, it should give us the same information, which it is 129, 133, 142. That is all the same information that I believe we're having here. 134, 143, 134, 143. There we go. Cool. So we've got all of that in there. That looks good to me. The aircraft is loading. So we'll go back to the weight and balance tab.
Nope, that you have right now. I will work that out, and then I'll get you airborne, okay?
Half the passengers on board. So that's good. Let's go upstairs. Let's spool up the APU now. So we'll go 1, 2, and 3. Good. And we'll let the APU spool, and we'll make sure that we've got our fuel pumps on.
Up to 2778, you can expect runway 24 left.
Continue our flows, we can get our logo lights on, yaw dampers in the on position. We'll check the stall test. Good. Stall test warning is good.
Delta 2166, Bravo for 24 left.
There we go. Good. And Ram
Delta 2166, Bravo, or sorry,
got our position lights on. Good.
Delta 2166, information Bravo for 24 left.
Put in 5,000 feet
there you
here,
go.
which is our initial climb.
Delta 2166, Delta 10, right turn on Echo, runway 24 left, and thank you for having the Grenadiers.
153. And FPS is struggling at this airport big time.
Say that again, I will sidetrack Delta 2166.
Go.
Delta 2166, Delta 24 left via Echo. Left via Echo, Delta 2166.
Good.
Delta Tower, Legion 1273, ready to go, 25 right.
Bleed system is on.
Legion 1273, RNAV Docker, winds 240 at 8, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff. RNAV Docker, clear for takeoff, 25
that's
right.
Good. Now remove the external power to the off position. Wonderful. And we'll come down here. And we'll go to the ground services.
Legion 1273, and that's my mistake, flying runway heading. I forgot you're on the last one departure.
We can now turn on our hydraulic pressure as
well.
well.
No worries, we'll fly runway heading, Legion 1273.
And with that, we can keep the aft stairs open until we're
good morning, Southwest 1 down Charlie, established ILS 24.
Southwest 11, Delta Charlie, Los Angeles Tower, winds 240 at 8, runway 24 right, clear to land.
Climb 2,000 in
here. 24 right, Southwest 1 down Charlie.
And it's going to be runway heading. I believe it's like 255 or something we'll put in. 255 should be fine. Cool. Sweet. We've got all that. Shadowfy, what's up, man? Good to see you.
Okay, Tower, good morning. Skywest 3035 would like FR clearance to Las Vegas, please.
Cool.
Skywest 3035, good morning. You are cleared to the Henry Reid Airport via the Orca 5 departure. Mizen transition, rounders 1 arrival. Flying via the Citic set, maintain 5,000. Expect flight level 270, 5 minutes after departure. Departure with approach on 124.5, squawk 7101. All you need to read back is the squawk code for me.
We're going to select
7101 for Skywest 3035.
3035, read back correct. Push and start into the alleyways at your discretion. Expect runway 25 right for departure.
Off.
SOCAL, thanks, Skywest 3035.
Thank you. KCL
45.
102, we are ready for taxi.
102, taxi to runway 24 left, full length via
Happy with
Echo.
all of this. This is all looking good. Altimeter's all set.
092
on board here. 12 more passengers. And we're going to be good. We've got the EP on and available, so we're looking good.
Bravo, Las Vegas.
Is the autopilot all right? Autopilot's great. Yep.
VNAV, Los Angeles Tower, cleared to Las Vegas via the Orca 5 departure. Mizen transition, rounders 1 arrival. Climb via the Citic set, maintain 5,000. Expect flight level 290, 5 minutes after departure. Departure with SOCAL on 124.5, squawk.
How you should be spending your money. I don't know.
7173, read back the full thing because I got to change the altitude.
Yes. But that's, you know, that's
yeah,
a completely different experience.
Las Vegas,
It's worth it for me. So I don't know. I can't really tell you if it's worth it for you. I don't know your flying style, you know?
24-5, squawk 7173.
Back correct, push and start is at your discretion. Skywest is pushing relatively soon at the same time, I believe. So coordinate with you guys on the ramp and expect runway 25 right for departure.
As long as you've got VNAV on, like after departure, you've armed VNAV. You just
Tower, hello, 2163,
Alright, all of the passengers on board,
on each other, Delta 2166, runway 24 left, line up and
performance tab, we'll leave that there.
We'll go back overhead,
everything is looking good up here. We've got EP,
Legion 1273, turn left heading 221, then contact approach 124.5.
I'm going to go ahead and
left 221 over to approach, Legion 1273. Have a good one into Tucson.
Close the doors, and I'll make sure that our squawk code is in here that we were given, which was 7144.
And Los Angeles, hello, La Chile 603 with you again. Report to Santiago.
Turn that on and reporting.
Chile 603, clearance on request, sir, standby. It might be just a split second.
Good.
Thank you.
And we're good to go. Let's go to pushback. We'll remove the jetway. Go to pushback. Pre-plan. Do you regret quitting your job for flight sim streaming? Absolutely not. Who would do that? I mean, it's one of the hardest things I've ever done, but it's also one of the most rewarding things that I've ever done. There is something extremely satisfying about working for yourself and you being the boss, and you know, there's obviously it's an extremely rewarding process. I've also never worked this hard in my life, and I will say that. Most people think like it's really easy to just become like a streamer and life is set, and maybe it is, dude, for like the, you know, the Call of Duty and the you know, the Fortnite streamers and stuff, but for people that are streamers in like, you know, not so popular, you know,
11 Delta Charlie, traffic waiting in position at the opposite end, cross runway 24 left at Alpha Alpha, make a left on Echo, You're going to fly follow the A340
anti-collision lights
all the way
on.
down until you get to your ramp.
Look at that bad boy sitting there all pretty.
Cross 24 left bound for taxi echo, follow the follow the A340 till it gets to ramp, southwest Commandant Charlie.
Aircraft on the ground going to Las Vegas that have not pushed yet. Be advised, meter flow into Las Vegas is in effect now. You'll get a wheels up time when you guys call for taxi.
Real bad. That sun is just
set. Tower Walker 720 information, Bravo, taxi to signature for developer.
Walker 720.
Yeah.
Los Angeles Tower, good afternoon. Runway 25 left via Alpha.
That bad boy sitting there all pretty.
Runway 25 left, taxi via Alpha, Walker 720.
The sun is just set. The frames are absolutely abysmal. Good job, Asobo. I don't know what they did. It is called Pushback by Ambitious Pilots. It's available on Flight Sim.
Alaska 646 requesting person plan.
Alaska 646 pushes start on Charlie is approved. Call me for taxi.
Stand approved, call for taxi.
Alaska 646 also check your squawk.
Hey
squawk
Captain,
7171.
let me know where you want this thing.
Sorry about that. Squawk 7171.
Starfleet 1701.
Great news, Captain. Your tow's coming.
To Garfield County. I heard you here. Don't know about tower. I know. I've got a land call from the guy above me, so I've got to listen to him or you guys don't get to get off the ground.
All right. Looks like the doors and hatches are closed and we're ready to connect.
What are you looking for, sir? Yeah, it was in your PDC. Just call me for taxi.
Tower Walker 720 ready to go 25 left.
Walker 720 RNAV Hyper winds 240 at 8 runway 25 left, clear for takeoff.
Hyper 25 left, clear for takeoff, Walker 712.
I think it's a great airplane. It looks really good.
645 kilo facing north, ready taxi.
Yeah.
Mexico 645 kilo, right turn Echo, hold short 25 left flowing.
Freedom pushing back in my sim 737 Max. I don't know. Is this you
From
right here?
25 left via
Welcome aboard, Captain. Toast connected, 5 fast guns inserted. Go until the departure brake when you're ready to go.
Okay, you push to the north. Yeah, 25 left via Kilo Bravo and hold short runway 25 right.
Somebody's pushed back.
Kilo Bravo and then 25 right. Mexico 645.
So I got that one.
To 2166, it's going to be a 1 minute delay and then I'm going to get you airborne. I'm sorry, I'm working everything else out.
Here comes the pushback. Light them up.
Don't worry about it. I get it. Delta 2166.
So, both. All right, cool. We've got 2 good engines. Let's get our APU gen off, APU off, APU bleed off, packs.
Tower left 603, we're getting the clear space.
Ignition start to the off position. Start pump is off as well. And this is all looking good. We'll make sure our torpedo heat's on.
KFA 102, landing point 24 left, we're ready for takeoff.
You just did, but you are now a max airplane. Are the V-speeds only settable with flaps, or just like to rotate? No, you can set them before. You just use your gross weight. So you use your takeoff weight, and then...
Chili 603, sorry about that. Your PDC was just sent, and I apologize for the delay, gentlemen.
No worries at all. Thank you very much, Chile 602.
720 contact approach 124.5.
Auto departure, Walker 720, we'll see you.
KCO 102 at Aldine Point, 24 left, ready for takeoff.
Just about down here, go ahead and set your parking brake.
On the runway, I'll get them airborne here in just a minute.
Holding shuttle now, Alaska. Delta.
102, holding short traffic on the runway, I'll get them airborne here in just a minute.
Holding shuttle.
Air Canada jets. Interesting. Plane in front of you had to identify a crisis. I thought it was an A320. It was a weird one. Yeah. Are you real Canadian? No.
126.
How long? How big is the AIG?
Delray, winds 240 at 8, runway 24 left, clear for takeoff.
12 gigs?
Takeoff 24 left, RNAV to Delray, Delta 2166.
In the first
For being patient, I appreciate you.
No problem.
Good for takeoff, 24 left, RNAV to Delray, Delta 2166.
November Charlie 1701. Say your call sign for me one more time.
Starfleet 1701.
I kind of always say,
I knew I had it right in my head and I just got it wrong. Your PC is on its way, sir.
3+ minutes waiting for the aircraft in front of us to start his engines.
I knew I had that right in my head and I just got it wrong. Your PC is on its way.
Get that?
Excellent. Take your time.
Very much affirmative.
And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment.
646, taxi via Charlie 8, left turn Bravo, all the way down to Bravo 1, hold short, runway 25 right.
Advice on how to learn how to sim at this level. Watch streamers, man. Watch streamers, watch content creators, watch people that do this for a living, you know. Practice, 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 man. You're not going to get better if you're not practicing. It's just a fact, you know.
Can you check this?
Delta 2166, contact approach 124.5.
4.5, Delta 2166, see it.
Yes, sir. Flight 102, runway 24 left, caution wake turbulence, line up and wait.
2166.
Let it wait, runway 24 left.
And we're disconnected. Signal and pin on the left. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
Sure.
Flight 102, runway 24 left, caution wake turbulence, line up and wait.
You know about Dan, theory about him being Canadian? No clue. Pull an XB-72 and taxi around him. No. Not going to do that. As much as I would love to do that.
Well, 646, Los Angeles Tower.
I just politely try and teach people proper airport. Just have a quick look around you. You know, see what's going on. It's not that hard.
Delta 2778, Charlie 9, Delta 9, right turn Echo, hold short 24 left full length.
LA Tower, Delta 2778, request taxi.
Delta 2778, Charlie 9, Delta 9.
What is he doing there so long? Starting his engines and getting everything ready.
Delta 9, right turn Echo, 24 left full length for Delta 2778.
Alaska 646, Los Angeles Tower.
Auto brake to take off.
Second for Alaska 646.
I need you to hold short of Charlie for the traffic crossing. You're going to follow the 737 that's crossing from right to left.
Alaska 646, Los Angeles Tower.
Follow crossing 737, Alaska 646.
Learned a lot for watching you, Jeff Bobby, and other streamers. I'm not quite there yet myself for ATC. Hey, Harold, you'll get there, man. You'll get there, dude, and I promise you, as soon as you do
Alaska 438, Los Angeles Tower. I'm not trying to bother you, sir. You coming down the ramp now?
Shitless.
Hey, firm, we were just going to call you over. Come on, Charlie, Alaska 430. It's got the company 787 ahead of you, right? Hey, firm 740, yes, could be traffic runway 25 right, and I'll have a wheels up time for you here in just a moment. Follow the company traffic in north Alaska 430.
Alaska 646, can you change our flight plan to burn 737 MAX 800?
I can change your aircraft type, yes.
Thank you.
Follow the company traffic north Alaska 430. Alright, let's get our nose light on.
Air Canada 777, taxi via Charlie 8, left turn on Bravo, runway 25 right, full length, follow the company traffic. Alright, follow the Alaskan
Do these routes with us. These are fun routes to do, man. SoCal Ops is some of the best. Use anything from auto matching or just V-Pilot? No, I use KLAS.
Flight 102, RNAV Delray, winds 240 at 8, runway 24 left, clear for takeoff.
Yes, for takeoff, runway 24 left, stay on 120, thank you.
Work speed 2,000 feet per minute. And heading is good. 5,000 is checked and in.
United 2604, short Charlie, taxi, Bravo.
20, yes. What route are you planning for the 737 when it comes out? I'm not sure.
Charlie, taxi, Bravo. 2604, do you see the Alaskan MD-82 that's crossing from your right to left?
2 days to install the AIG. They still have
to
install. Yeah,
you're going to follow behind him to runway 25 right, and just confirm you're going to Vegas, right?
Yes.
Did you get the advisory that we're in meter times out coming out?
I haven't seen this bad.
That's affirmative, we did.
We're not even hitting 30, and now we're
going to be a single engine taxi just in case it's a little while. Not a problem.
Joe, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. What's
that is United 2604, follow the MD-8225, right?
No problem.
Joe, what's up, 1701, Charlie 5, shoot of Charlie for taxi.
Well, Malik is you.
Taxi 1701, hold short of Charlie for me. Let me get these other guys sequenced in, and I'll get you up. Are you going to be able to take
Hold short of Charlie for me.
Actually, just hold on. I'll get you ready out, I promise.
This is actually really good FPS for me in JFK, man.
2778, runway 24 left, RNAV Delray, winds 240 at 8, runway 24 left, clear for takeoff.
78, ready to go.
2778, runway 24 left, RNAV Delray, 240 at 8,
Ready tower, left Chile 603 with information Bravo, ready to taxi.
And Chile 603, can you swing around and go up to 24 left?
Also, hearing the other day that you flew down to Tampa.
I'll have to change the departure, but would be no problem, Chile 603.
Well, land Chile 603, not a problem. You can Kilo left on Bravo, hold short of Charlie 6 to let the other guy come out. That way I can bunch them all together. You'll just be in line. I would advise that you just might one engine taxi all the way down.
So they had a condo on.
So it would be Kilo left on Charlie and out of Charlie 6. One engine taxi, let Chile 603.
Yes, you can put exclamation point in chat.
Right tower, Mexico 645, holding point Bravo, ready to line up to clarify right to departure.
When was the last time you were down here?
Aircraft 645, runway 25 right, line up and wait. 25 right, Mexico 645. 646, we're put on right to the RC. We had to make so in about a minute after the Air Mexico departs, you'll get airborne. Okay, 2770 contact approach 124.5. Oh, it's 124.5. Get that 102 west side direction. So 2778 Los Angeles, SoCal departure radar contact, flight heading 250, climb and maintain 1
contact Los Angeles Center 135.55. And 102 Heavy, contact Los Angeles Center 135.55.
626, trying to maintain 100,000. SOCAL, departure air contact, flight 250.
Look up, thank you. West 3035, 671 arrival, expect everyone left information Alpha. Copy, the router's 1 arrival, expect runway 1 left information Alpha, West 3035.
20, retard. 10.
Ask 606, did I miss any messages?
Okay, descend 18,500, 646 review, speed, you're doing 420 on the ground, review speed to 210, turn right heading 090, descend 18,000.
Descend 8,000, 210 speed.
Okay, 646, turn right heading 090.
Turn right 290, Alaska 606.
646, I'm going to change it to runway 26 left, so I'll give you 2 high for 1 left. 646, I'm going to change it to runway 26 left, I'll give you 2 high for 1 left.
26 left, Alaska 606.
Alright, let's get some frequencies plugged in here, friends. So, got the ILS, we're not doing that, we need the ILS 1. 110.1. 110.1 and 014. 110.1 and 014, of course. Good.